Where was I September 11th? I was a restaurant manager at the Hard Rock Cafe in Washington, D.C. on the corner of 9th and E. I was actually conducting a training class. I think it was 2 new employees. And then people said, hey, you got to see this on TV.
Another one just hit the building. Wow. The whole building just came apart.
I was here at WIBC, part of the morning show, right here on Monument Circle.
I remember watching the first tower fall. I just immediately said, oh my God, all those people.
It was absolutely devastating. Just devastating.
I was watching, and then there was the second plane, and then where the restaurant was, the Hard Rock Cafe, and so the restaurant was next to the J. Edgar Hoover building, which is the FBI building, and to watch people just run for their lives out of there like ants out of a hill. They were just running, and you heard fighter jets overhead, and it was this remarkable experience. Then there was the Pentagon.
It looks like that aircraft crashed into the Pentagon, sir.
That muffled siren sound of watching the coverage. You saw the cars covered in dust after the towers had fallen, and the police sirens and the emergency vehicle sirens.
Falling Man. I don't know if you've ever seen Falling Man. I don't know if you've ever seen. He jumped. There were a lot of people who jumped. And because the heat, the flames were too intense.
Every image from the time that we saw that first plane hit the North Tower in New York City to watching the firefighters continue and those emergency responders and those everybody that came together to look for bodies and to look for survivors. It was so horrifying and so real that you couldn't stop watching it.
Collapsed. The top floors collapsed down.
I kept wondering what was next. You kept waiting for something else to happen.
The days following the attack were so sad and very difficult. It was difficult. But what I do remember is the different emotions through the next few days, from disbelief to horror to sadness, also the anger. We were all just in disbelief of what had happened to us, a country, and we felt like a country at that moment.
I think all of us together as Americans, we all were feeling the same thing. We were all feeling it together.
We were all in it together, for sure.
Just moments before Flight 93 crashed here.
What those passengers did on Flight 93, that's the spirit of America. They knew they were going to meet their demise. They knew they were going to die. But they decided to do what was right and take that plane back and take it down so nobody else would die. That day, that incident over Shanksville, Pennsylvania, that's America.
It made you so proud that everybody was calling here at WIBC and what can we do to help, and are there blood drives, and how can we be a part of it? How can we help? And there was such that feeling of real pride in America.